Yeah. I'm ready to go, so let's just start early. Might as well make up a little bit for all the times I've started late. Is that how that works? Not sure if that's how that works. I actually don't need Steam open, so I can close Steam for now. We're not playing a game on Steam today. And I wish Cage was on Steam, but oh well. Okay. Corn dog. Boy, Q and Q2 have some good music, huh? Looking forward to playing them just for that alone. That and the, I mean, the stories are going to be kind of whatever, but, like, the gameplay seems kind of interesting. There seems like a good amount of flexibility there. I'm interested in that. And then, also, I think both of them have, like, Velvet Room attendant fights with multiple Velvet Room attendants. At least I know Q2 does. So, that's cool. It'd also be interesting to go back to, like, first-person dungeon crawling. Because I haven't done that since, what? Persona 2 Eternal Punishment? Wait, have I actually been getting good sleep lately? I feel like I can tell that I've been actually getting decent sleep. When are we getting to P5 FMC again? This Saturday. This Saturday, Jeppo. That is this Saturday. That's when that starts. I actually just finished getting all my mods working for that and like getting all that squared away. So that's good. Hey Jason, how's it going? But yeah, I got all that stuff squared away. So 2 days, yes. Yep. Yeah. If you look on the YouTube, because of how YouTube streams work, I always have to like schedule those out in advance. So if you're ever not sure like when something is coming up or what's up next, you can just like look at the YouTube, and it's like on the YouTube channel, it's like the first row is like upcoming live streams usually. So you know, I wish there was a way to do that like on Twitch, but the best I can do is that Twitch panel that says when streams are. P5MC also Sunday? Yes. P5MC until we for like the entire for an entire playthrough of P5. Hey Nash. Yeah. So it's gonna be P5MC playthrough with no boys. So none of the guys in the party pretty much. As few of the guy social links as we can, and we're only going to use Pixie. So it's kind of the start of what I want to do with like a series of Pixie only runs for the games, but I wanted to add some more rules onto it because it's Persona 5 Royal, so you know, Persona 5 Royal. We do have Yeah, Maruki and Akechi, I think, are the two that are required for the actual proper story. So we have to do those two. I turned Maruki into a cat boy, so I hope that helps even things out on that front. And then we do have to also do Akechi as well. And I think both of those are required for the third semester, but that's fine. I guess we'll just do those. But we're going to try and ignore all the other ones. It's Maruki and Samari. Oh, we don't have to do Akechi? Oh, that makes my life easier. Okay. If you're sure about that. Oh, maybe I'll have to look that up, but yeah. I thought it was... Do you prefer Persona 3 or 4 music, or is it that they're just different? Yes. Each of the Persona games so far has had like a different type of music, and they're all pretty good. But they all have like different themes to their music and like different vibes to their music. Like P4 is a lot more cheery a lot of the time. Uses a lot more like brass instruments. Doesn't have any of like the rapping or anything. Well, if we max Akechi, we get his third Persona. Oh, okay. Well, he's not gonna be like, sorry. He's not gonna be in the party, so I guess we can just, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can say, yes, I am Nicholas. Yep, that's what we're doing today. I figured I'd try this out, and then if people want more Kingdom Hearts, we can do more Kingdom Hearts later. The only thing is the only Kingdom Hearts games I haven't finished are Birth by Sleep and 0.2. So it's like, boy howdy, it would be a very big jump to go from Nobody May Cry to Birth by Sleep. It would certainly be something. I don't know, maybe KH3 would be fun to do on stream some, but yeah. Maybe don't, yeah, maybe I'll just play those off stream. But yeah, I think you can say that you like 3, 4, or 5's music better, but that's just personal preference. I think all of them are good in their own right. Somebody muted me on PlayStation. It doesn't talk to me. Yeah. Does Femkechi exist? Because we were forced to play as Akechi at the beginning of the... No, and technically you're not forced to play as Akechi, you just have him in the party, so I'll just defend with him. Do a Project Noise play for KH3? Yeah, maybe. Could be kind of fun. I've never done all the extra bosses properly. I'm trying to think. Did I do the like organization ones? I think I did the org ones off like on my own time before. And then I never went and I didn't defeat Noctis. I did everything else off stream, or like, you know, on my own time, like years ago now. But I never did do Noctis, so I don't know. Could be fun. Run through all that stuff. But yeah, for when the game forces me to have like male party members, they'll just sit there and defend for the most part. Like that'll be the goal, because you can't technically take out party members out of the party. Or like rearrange them until the second palace, when you get access to your 5th party member, and then you can start swapping around party members and like leave people out and stuff. So for like the first palace or so, I'll just have like Organa and Ryuji defend the whole time, and that's gonna be just how we deal with that. So it'll be the same with Akechi when we get to the 3rd semester, when he's forced into our party. So I don't remember to hit my head last time. What? You didn't remember to hit your head last time. At least too much, but I've decided to write as many notes as possible about every E3 activities and stuff into an Excel table to be able to make a productivity calculator. Yeah, from my math, if you're trying to get social stats up, the best way to do it is through either the cafe, if you're still working on Courage and Charm, or by doing the restaurants at night. That is the best way to get social stats in that game. Without using up daytime slots, but you don't want to use up daytime slots because you have to do social links. If you're trying to do all the social links and trying to math that out, just keep in mind that the ones that are available most days, like the one like big thing that like kind of gets me towards the end of P3 runs is that by the time you do most of the social links, there will be a couple days where you just have nobody to hang out with. So it would have been better off to like not hang out with some of the people that were available on those days and kind of like spread things around. But no, you're yeah, I don't know, Nash. It sounds like you're better off without him anyway. I mean, you didn't talk to him for a while, and then you just found he randomly blocked you, so it's like, like, it kind of sucks, but like, whatever. Like, if he didn't even bother to like tell you why he was blocking you, it's probably a him thing more than you. Okay. let me get the game booted up a minute, and then we'll swap over to that a minute. Well, how's everybody's week going? It's almost Friday, so that's good. There it goes. Nice, nice, nice. It's so funny, Nicholas, that we found each other again because of the Kingdom Hearts 2 streams like a year or two ago. Like, remember that? That's so funny that that happened. Okay. So, I guess a brief explanation is in order. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. Nobody May Cry. This is a mod for the PS2 version of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. There's a whole team of people working on this. They're doing really good work. I think I linked where you can find their YouTube channel with like updates and stuff in the description on YouTube. Otherwise, if you're on Twitch, you can just look up like Kingdom Hearts 2 Nobody May Cry. This is a mod that lets you play as one of the side characters called Roxas. It's usually only playable at the start of the game, and then you swap over to Sora, who's the main character for the rest of the series and everything, for the most part. And then it also rebalances the game to like make magic more interesting and like let you, and has like a style meter and everything. So it's like trying to overhaul the game. What's Kingdom Hearts about? It's basically the brainchild of Square Enix and Disney, which sounds kind of funny, and it is. So just think like Final Fantasy BS, but it's happening like next to Mickey Mouse, and that's pretty much what we got. Dan. This version of the game actually skips a bunch of the cutscenes past a certain point. Like it only plays the cutscenes for this character, and then at a certain point you stop playing as this character. So it just skips all the cutscenes past that. So we'll be going through some of the Disney worlds. Like there's what's the first Disney world we'll go to? I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute since I played KH2. I know there's like oh shoot. Like there's the Lion King world. There's like what else? They replaced the there's like Aladdin and stuff. This is an abridged experience, yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about the plot. The plot gets kind of convoluted, TBH. Oh, I forgot that it's like, okay, I'll have to remember that. I'm playing on an Xbox controller, but it's using the inputs for but it's using the inputs for a PlayStation, so I just gotta like remember that in my head. We'll play in critical mode. I'm not gonna do level 1 critical mode, but we'll do critical mode just in general. I think stereo is what I want, right? That's fine. But yeah, it'll start skipping cutscenes at a certain point because they're just usually this character wouldn't be here, and it's kind of like more around the gameplay and stuff. I think that's still got copyrighted music and everything, so we're just gonna skip that. I might skip some other scenes. This game, I didn't even do level 1 on my run through. I just wanted to have fun. Yeah, I think they said that they nerfed Roxas since the alpha build because I'm playing the most recent version. There's no music here. I forgot you have to open up a separate program for music. Let me see if I can do that in a minute.
Another dream about him.
While this is playing. Where's the music tool? There's the music tool. Let's hope this works. I got this working before. It should be fine. Nice. Okay. Okay. That program will let you set multiple shortcut menus too. Yeah. I haven't messed around with that, but I did see that was a feature. I think I did it right. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be music here or not. I think there's supposed to be.
Man, doesn't that tick you off? Yeah, that's just wrong.
The cipher's gone too far this time.
But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the... Also no MIDI music, yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about the plot. This is going to be an abridged experience. The... Where is Dante? It's based off of the Nobody May Cry. It's based off of Devil May Cry and the combat and stuff. Not... you won't see, like, Dante or anything in this game, though. Hey, Union. How's it going? Okay, so I'm not sure if I did this right. Nick, is there anything I have to do besides just, like, opening the program? I thought that was it. Maybe if I hit, like, the load autosave or something, but I'm not sure what that'll do. Whatever. I'll just leave it for now. I'll know if the music's not working when we get past this cutscene. Skip the cutscene real quick? Yeah. Okay, music's working. This mod is balanced around 60 FPS gravity. You cannot play this in 30 FPS, but many 60 FPS issues have been resolved. Okay. Yeah. Emulator provided, yep. I was being a dummy and trying to run it in my actual emulator, and it kind of worked, but yeah. Then I read, oh, you're supposed to just use it in the one provided, so. Especially since, the one provided is a version before the new, interface was put out for PCSX2. So it's like, I kind of want to get it working there, but yeah. And then I think I'm running at X4 resolution or something. It works, just sounded really quiet, yeah. It sounds fine on my end. How are things on your end for that? Things are mostly going well. Oh, right, I hope you're doing better on that cold. Playing a merciless run P3 just to test things. I have a good knowledge. It's just I found it hard to sustain SP. Yeah, SP is always like the biggest, like one of the biggest crunches at the start of any Persona game. To the point where like I like doing some cheesy strats like buying like a bunch of soda drinks at the start of P4 and P5. It's actually genuinely useful at that point in the game. Especially P4. This is the alpha release. Because of that, multiple aspects of the mod are unpolished or completely unfinished. However, everything in the main story is stable and playable. Summons are finished, so they've been left disabled. Yep, okay. It's running me through some tutorial stuff here. So I might, like, just skip over some of that because it's like, I've already done this bit just to make sure things work. Yeah. Okay. Please use the PCSX2 provided with a mod. Yeah, okay. There's no way Box is playing the Hearts of Kingdom. Yes, I am, Rakira. How are you doing today? Oh, right. The stupid, like, they stole the word photograph. Nobody can say the word photograph because, like, the entities have been stealing, photographs. And they even stole the word. I forgot about that plot point till just now. So funny. Oh, we have to watch the... We totally owned you, lamers. Oh, right. We have to watch that cutscene. Gosh. Oh, right, right. They put auto saves in this game. That's so crazy that they got that to work on, like, the PS2 version. It's pretty cool, though. Nice comeback there. I think the...
You can give us back the...
Okay, the music volume was a little loud. You couldn't hear any of the words they were saying.
That was
Undeniable proof that we totally owed you, lemurs. Early 2010s dialogue.
Not that we need some to prove that you're losers.
I think it was actually before the 2010s, wasn't it? Like 2007 that this came out, right?
I guess if you get on your knees and beg, maybe I'll let it slide. Roxas!
Oh yeah, and then the dart towards one of the swords, and it's like stops the game, so you can pick one. Okay. So are we picking up defense or offense? Oh gosh, can I get to the settings yet? I forgot that they invert the left and right. All right, whatever. I'll live with it until I can fix it. I mean, technically, I feel like you're always supposed to go defense when playing on critical. Because I think this still influences what skills you learn at what level. So you want the kind of like... Alright, if you want... like some of the defensive skills, you usually go defense on critical. I guess it doesn't matter too much, like, long term, but yeah. There's, if Roxas is the body of no one, who's the Sora's Heartless? Sora's Heartless is himself? I mean, you play as Sora's Heartless kind of in KH1, right? It is true that they didn't really do anything with the concept of Sora's Heartless, which, considering how much they did do with, like, the concept of, Sora's Nobody, it is a little weird that they just, you know, kind of never did anything with the Heartless. Okay. Restoring HP via items and HP orbs unchanged. Cure, however, has been modified. Read its description later to learn more. Okay. Later on, you'll also obtain abilities that restore your MP when damaging abilities. Finishing Plus and Combo Master are now storing abilities for all difficulties. Nice. Finish, press attack to attack with 2 finishers. Okay. I still don't have defend yet. Oh, open the text box script to revisit any new text box tutorials you may have missed. Clearly remember playing this game every year near the end of summer vacation. That is accurate, Christian. How's it going? Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for the Kingdom Hearts series. Even though I got to them relatively late in my life, I got into the Kingdom Hearts series in, I think, about high school, where, like, the first 2 games I played were the DS ones. So 358 over 2 days and Recoded, which are simultaneously not the worst and also some of the worst ways to be introduced to the series. Because, you know, Recoded introduces you kind of to the KH1 plot. And 358 over 2 days is kind of interesting, especially if you've never played any of the other games before. But it wasn't until, like, after high school that I was able to play, like, the mainline games, because I was able to buy myself, like, a PS3 and play those collections. Recoded is shit. Recoded is fine. Recoded is good. The gameplay, the story sucks, but the gameplay is actually goated. I will not stand for this Recoded slander. The gameplay actually is pretty good, considering it's on the DS, and, like, the gameplay variety is, like, the highest out of any of the KH games. But, like, I will admit, yeah, the story kind of sucks. Sora's Heartless is a shadow because there's little to no darkness. Is there? Yeah, I guess. I'm just saying that they could have done something kind of interesting with Sora's Heartless, but because they had you play as it in KH1, I guess there wasn't much room there to do anything with it. But 358 over 2 days was pretty interesting coming into the series with like basically no knowledge of what was going on. So I very much felt for Roxas in that game. Like, it's so stupid that I get teared up thinking about the who will I eat ice cream with scene, but it still like actually gets me. Like, I'm aware how stupid that is, but also like it is fudging terrible. Like, it's so sad with the context. Yeah, yeah. It is funny to see like the Final Fantasy characters there.
What is this thing?
Games like okay. Love FF8? Yeah, I hear it's pretty good. I'd like to play those. Yuzora is the Heartless of Sora? That would be interesting. It's clear that they're connected in some way, obviously. Who knows what it'll be, Nomura being Nomura. Yeah, it's weird. They just kind of pick up and drop in Final Fantasy characters in a couple of places. Like, there are a couple of worlds that are unique to Kingdom Hearts that aren't Disney worlds, and those all have, like, Final Fantasy characters in them. They're just, like, picked up and dropped into those worlds as, like, background characters, or, like, if they need them to do something. Oh, that music's not supposed to play over that scene. But that music's probably copyrighted or whatever anyway, so. Okay. The music's not gonna update until we get back out of the cutscenes, I think. Use a combination of save files and save states to progress this mod. Using save states often is highly recommended. Okay. Oops. I didn't actually save there. I'll have to do that in a minute. But yeah, 358 over 2 days has a good story, but its combat is kind of eh. And then Recoded has a pretty good combat for being on the DS. It actually makes the command deck like actually kind of fun. And then but its story is terrible. So I mean, the story is fine. I actually did like the epilogue stuff with Recoded, where you get to like see Data, Roxas, and a version of Sora finally gets to thank Naminé and finally gets to like fulfill that promise. Those saves are just me testing things, don't worry about it. If Venom Rex is canon in KH, does that mean FF15 doesn't exist in KH? I don't know, man. It's funky. Venom Rex is funky. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to be interested in following the plot of the KH games after KH3. It's kind of, I wonder if it's going to be a Marvel situation where now that like we've had our end game with KH3, if how much people are actually going to care about the plot of the games and stuff. And like, especially with so much plot being in the mobile games nowadays, it's like, man, I don't know how much I'm going to care about the plot. Maybe I'll play the games still just to see how they, you know, if they're good or not. Like, maybe I'll play them for the gameplay and, you know, some of the fun moments in those games. But, like, I'm really not interested. I don't know. I'm not super interested right now. Yeah, 2-hour tutorial. Hey, it's still less than some of the Persona tutorials, so. Or, like, intros, so. Oh. Ah, yes, bird mail. But yeah, it is funny how, like, because Nomura liked FF15 so much, he's worked it just back into Kingdom Hearts. It's kind of funny how that worked out. Why does Nomura like to make spiky hair boys? I don't know. Ah. Shoot. Gotta get that finisher off. Ah. I'm doing so terrible at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. I just use the aerial. But yeah, I do wonder if how many people are actually going to care about the KH series, like, after KH3. Because it's, like I said, it's like that Marvel thing where, you know, like, they've had their grand conclusion to something they've built up for, like, years and years. So how many people are actually going to, like, care about, like, continuing it, especially with all the mobile game stuff? And I kind of liked some of the mobile game stuff, but, like, in terms of, like, the gameplay, I thought, like, the first one with the medals was kind of interesting, even though it was very pay to win. I played a chunk of that in high school, when I could, but I wonder if FF15 influenced Sora's new look in KH4. He kind of looks like Noctis now. Yeah, I think some of that is just, like, re-updating his look again to be more realistic, I guess, because, like, that first world that we see him in, it looks very kind of like modern day-ish, if that makes sense, where it's just like, it looks like modern Tokyo, which is, I think, kind of the point. So anyway, I think Sora's new design looks fine. It's all right. I don't know, it's been a minute since I watched KH. What would it actually be? 7 or 8 or whatever, if they were actually going by numbers. But anyway, KH must be I'm not sure what that last word is there, Rakira. Aren't the save points supposed to be corridors of darkness in this mod? I messed something up? I don't know. Maybe it's not corridor of darkness because we're not out of this section yet. That's probably what it is. Alright, where are we in the plot? That's the one thing about skipping through the cutscenes. I have no idea where we are in the plot. Oh, we're meeting at the station. Okay. I love how they put in these skateboards just for this, like, one mechanic. I think Sora can use them too when he revisits this area usually, but yeah. It's fine just that they implemented, like, these basic skateboard mechanics just for, like, the, like, one mini game and stuff. I mean, they're kind of fun. Okay. So, yeah. Bet protection is important. We're playing on critical, so if I have to give something up, we'll give up magic probably. That's usually, I think that's the usual default for critical runs. Just take defense, get rid of magic. Ah. There we go. Nice guard. What if Sora absorbs Terra's heart instead of Ventus? What if Sora absorbed Terra's heart? Then he would just have another boy in his heart. I don't remember what build I went with in this game, yeah. Just going defensive is usually what you do in critical runs, because, like, especially if you're doing level 1 critical, because you just want to reduce the amount of damage you're taking. And it also lets you get once more sooner. So what's the story? Long story short, I mean, the story is not going to matter too much, Jason, because like I said, with the mod, it starts skipping the cutscenes pretty quick. But the basic idea, I guess for this mod is usually there's the taunt system.
Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
But usually you would only play as this character for the start of the game, and then you would transition over to playing as the main character, who's the guy in red on the floor there. But this mod lets you keep playing as this guy and like gives him like a full move set and everything, and changes up how some of the combat works. So once you get past a certain point, the plot kind of falls away and you just play the game. So Terra is the Anakin of Skywalker, the KH series. That's fair. That's accurate, honestly. I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Totally see Terra saying something like that. Just like an Agrabah or something. I don't know. It's trying to ask me like what the short version of KH's story is pretty hard to do because KH's story gets pretty convoluted. It's actually not too bad here at this point in the series with KH2 and everything, but like once you start getting into like this future games past KH2, the story gets like really fudging complicated. Like somebody asked me what if Sora absorbed Terra's heart instead of Aqua. And I was like, well, then there would only be one more extra person inside of Sora's heart. Like, that's how weird the series gets. Like, the fact that somebody asked me, what if another person absorbed another person's heart instead of, like what if the main character absorbed somebody's heart instead of the other person? And I said, well, then he'd just have, like, one more heart inside of his own heart. Like, series gets a little goofy. Gosh. Yeah, speaking of, that is Goofy and Donald Duck on the floor. He's like, they're like Sora's best friends. Yeah, the series gets a little goofy. Especially the further you get into it, so. Nice. But yeah. Okay, so I have potions equipped to that. Should I try and, like, level up a little bit more? Or save, at least? I think there's autosaves, though, so I think we'll be fine. If I have to try this boss a couple times, that'll be fine. Oh. Can I... Yeah, I can equip abilities. I should do that in a minute. Scan lets me see enemy HP. Aerial recovery lets me recover into the air if I get hit. Reaction boost, increased damage, dealt by reaction commands, okay. Draw, yep. Jackpot, yep. Lucky Luckies. MP recharge. Well, I think this is new. While an MP recharge, MP will be restored when unique attack lands. This effect is increased in Luminous Drive. So basically, in the original game, when your MP runs out, you just have to wait for it to, like, recharge. But in this mod, hitting enemies will increase the rate which your MP recharges, which is nice. No experience. We'll leave that off since we're not doing a level 1 playthrough. And then I got turned on guard in a minute. Oops. So now I can guard. Okay. Another potion. I'll take that. That'll be fairly useful. You can also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can also see that Roxas kind of slides with his combos now, where he didn't do that in the original game. So like you have a little bit more wiggle room in how far you can reach on your combos, which is kind of nice. I'll just let this play out. Gotta stop laying on my foot. It's falling asleep. All right. Boss number 1. Let's see how this goes. This is also supposed to be a tutorial for reaction commands. So. Ah, shoot. Oh. Come on, camera. Work with me here. Ah. It's been a hot minute since I fought this guy. It's been a hot minute since I played KH2 in general. Have you been Sephiroth into this game? Yeah. The last time I played KH2, I beat everything on critical besides Lingering Will. I got... Lingering Will broke my will. I got, like, through everything else besides him. It took a while, though. But yeah, I did do it. It wasn't level 1 critical, so... I think I probably could do level 1 critical if I really tried. But... But yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but it said crazy on my attack command got replaced by crazy. That's where they put the, Oop. Hello. Audio? Hello? Oh. My headphone just ran out of battery. Shoot, I forgot to plug them in. Okay. One sec. I gotta fix the audio on my end because I can't hear anything now because my Bluetooth earbuds ran out of battery all of a sudden. I think they did. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh god. Did the audio just bump up for you guys as well? I don't know, maybe it's just different. Okay. Okay, so I have music, but I don't have game audio. Okay. You know what? I bet the emulator. Yeah, okay, I'll fix it after this. No, that's whatever. Have I beaten? I still need to finish Rechain of Memories. Yeah, Rechain of Memories is pretty good. I played both that version and the Game Boy Advance version, actually. One sec. System, config, audio settings, output. I might have to like restart the emulator if I want in-game audio. The audio noticeably bumped up. Okay. Yeah, because you guys were saying it was low on your end. And it also sounds like louder on my end. I don't know what was going on with my headphones. Alright. That's just the music, so let me put the music down, I guess, a minute. One sec, let me save and I'll go ahead and restart the game a minute and that should fix the audio. Probably. It's a mod, so 50-50. Okay. Right reversal. Yep. You can now reversal anywhere. It's like a command. So this sliding thing was something you could usually only do against certain enemies, but now they've changed it so you can just do it all the time. Pretty cool for combos and everything. Okay, let me save a minute and then I'll restart the game a sec, and hopefully that'll fix audio issues. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of hear the game audio, but it's really, really quiet, especially in comparison to the game. Let's see. Can I hear? No, I can't hear that. Okay. Audio difficulties. Okay, let's fix that, and then let me go ahead and boot the game up again a minute. And then we'll open up the music tool again. Okay. Let's see if the old off and on worked, and also let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. But that should fix things. Usually turning things off and turning things back on helps. Okay. And then we want this save file. Yep. Okay. I guess one nice thing about the audio tool is if we wanted to, it would be relatively simple for me to swap out the audio for like DMC tracks or something else. I don't know. Sounds fine on my end. How's it on your guys' end? Okay. Right, I gotta go talk to the ref. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do all of the, like, extra fights or whatever. I think it's technically possible, or at least before the patch where they made Roxas weaker, to beat Lingering Will. I'll probably try and do the data fights if I'm enjoying the game. It would be fun to do the Sephiroth fight as well, but we'll see. Anyway, for now, let's just, you know, get through the intro of the game and hope nothing breaks. Order is officially restored. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Literally. Good to hear. Hope you don't mind. I'm mostly talking about Persona games. What do you think about the idea of being comfortable to others as much as possible, neither acting more role play based on IRL? Good thing there's subtitles, because the game is a lot quieter compared to the music, and I turned the music down a bit. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Like I said, cutscenes are going to stop after a minute anyway. I don't mind you talking about Persona games at all. That's fine. Honestly, I'm pretty willing to talk about anything on streams. As long as it doesn't get too far out there. Let me focus up to make sure I don't make a fool of myself, and then I'll answer your question after this fight. Okay, so, yeah, I'm already making a fool of myself. Sorry, just beating up my best friend here a minute. I'm just gonna beat him up till he's dead, aren't I? Okay. Okay. So, what do you think about the idea of being comfortable to others as much as possible, neither acting or role-playing based on IRL? So I'm gonna have to ask you to be a bit more clear on your question, Jason. Is the question how do I feel about saying the right thing versus saying what you want to say in the social links? Like, how do I feel about having to say certain things during social link conversations to get points so you can actually finish the social links faster? Or is the question, like, is that what your question is? I mean, I can answer that question. It's kind of an interesting one, but is that the one you're asking, I guess? I've changed my build since I last texted you on Persona. Yes. How so? Should I save? I'm fine. Let's just keep going. Right, VV time.
Keep it clean, fellas.
And now, the match you've been waiting for. Roxas versus BB.
Yeah, I think this is the funniest use of the KH characters throughout the series. It's just like the younger versions or the crony versions of them here in the like Roxas stuff. Like, it kind of made sense to have like some of the kids on Destiny Islands as like Roxas and the other trios, like the other trio kids' friends, but like here it's just kind of funny because they're just like bullies. Or like that one guy who's like the tournament guy here. I feel like a hypocrite saying different things to different people, and for what? For more faster ranking up. I think this is kind of a problem in KH3, Jason, with how that works. I think it gets a bit better in KH4 and 5 with the writing on that. So the way I would say it is in KH3, Persona 3, you have to say things that people want to hear, and in Persona 4 and 5, you're saying things that people need to hear. So, for like 3, you have to, like, especially with, I think a good example is the Chariot social link. You know, the friend you have in the sports club, you have to like keep egging him on and saying, "Hey, don't worry about your leg," for like most of the social link and stuff to get extra points with him, which is annoying and like not something I like doing. To be fair, it is optional kind of, because you can just like, you know, you can still complete the social link anyway, but you are like incentivized to say things that they want to hear to a certain point. But I will agree on that point. I think 4 and 5 do a better job of this, where you say the right thing to say is usually pretty obvious because it's something that people need to hear rather than something that they want to hear. So I think the writing got a little bit better in that way. But I think you're right. Sometimes it feels like you're being, like you're saying different things to different people, and sometimes it comes off as contradictory. But come in. I'll make it all stop. Burn, baby. Simply amazing, Roxas. Sorry. Things that are permanently imprinted on my head, all of Axel's voice lines. Yeah, I will say there is that like dichotomy in like visual novels and stuff versus saying the things you think are right versus the things you have to say to get like a certain ending and stuff. Um, I will say, like, even though we call these things RPGs, they're very much different than like the RPGs that started the genre, like this game here is technically an action RPG in quotes, but it has no real relation outside of like how it works with stats in some ways to like D&D, which was like one of the first RPGs, right? Like originally RPG is like a role-playing game where you're playing as a role. And I guess you kind of are still here because you're playing as a character, you're playing a role in a story, but like it's very divorced from where like RPGs started. So it is an interesting question to say like how much of like RPGs should be, how much should RPGs let you act like yourself and respect that versus having you play the role that they need you to play for the story. And I think it depends on the game. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is trying to be as close to D&D as it can in a digital format. It's very much like a pre-made like scenario inside of a D&D setting. And so it greatly respects the player's choices and they're allowed to do a lot of different things. And for some RPGs, that's the appeal, right? And then you have other RPGs like this, more JRPGs are like this where you play as a character and you're playing through the lens of that character, even if they're a blank slate. For the most part, for the character to, you know, use, they're still like a character in the world. They have a backstory. They might have pre-established friends. They might have like pre-established relationships. They might have a family and stuff. So, what do you mean by the difference between what people want to hear and what people need to hear? In K and Persona 3, a lot of the responses are just saying the right thing is saying what people want you to say. So, like, reaffirming their decisions and saying they're right is kind of how it goes in Persona 3. I got that right this time. Whereas in Persona 4 and 5, people acknowledge that sometimes you have to say things and you have to disagree with them, but you're coming at it from an angle that you care about them and you know that they won't get any better if you just say the things that they want to hear, right? Like it's the difference between buttering somebody up and just trying to like make them like you versus trying to be an actual friend to them and hold them accountable. Like if your friend was getting into something that you thought was wrong, even if they don't like to hear it, you might still say, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, or I think that was really dumb what you did, because you care about them and you want them to get better, and you know that if they keep going the way they're going, it's not going to end well for them. So, oh, and then Ash was saying something about his builds. Messiah, my auto healing buffer. That's pretty good choice. Add a null physical to Sentinel. Also add Muda boost to boost his build since Sinful Shell has a chance to insta kill. That's cool. I haven't tested if, I don't know if you can test this too well, but I imagine Mudo boost would work with Sinful Shell, but I haven't tested it. Oh yeah, Union. Did you ever find out if either it was Arms Master or Spell Master that reduced the cost of Bloody Charge? Did you ever figure that out? I didn't test that, though. Like telling Kazuki to keep practice with an injuring knee. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Yep. Kazuki, or the sports guy. Yep. And P3, telling him to, like, suck it up is, like, the quote-unquote correct response. When in reality, I feel like I should be telling him, hey, you should prioritize your health. Your cousin will understand. Don't be so stubborn. You have the rest of your life to make it up to him, right? So. Yeah. Like, the monk likes it when you act as jaded as him. Like, if you're kind of a... Like, pardon my French, but if you're kind of an asshole to him, he kind of likes that. He kind of likes the fact that you're as jaded as him, if you act like that. He still lectures you in, like, a fatherly way about it, but, like, he kind of likes the fact that you're as jaded as he is, you know? Arm master that pairs with blade charge. Okay, that makes sense. All right, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. There are some, like, I will say, I was responding to some comments earlier today. Mostly the one I'm thinking of right now is the one on the first thoughts video. Somebody left a really in-depth comment, so I replied with like an in-depth response. And one of the things I was talking about there is how there's like a lot of interesting mechanics that have been brought up in Persona 3 Reload that we've never seen from skills. Things like auto debuffing skills, increasing the damage or crit rate, increasing the damage of crits or their crit rate more than just apt pupil, having bloody charge be a thing, a support skill that uses up HP. You have Mitsuru's characteristics. Like, all the characteristics are very unique, and a lot of things we have not seen in the series so far. I don't know if there are some equivalents in SMT, but at least for Persona, there's a lot of stuff there that just has not been explored before in the series. And it makes them a lot more interesting, because it's stuff that can't get as the player. So it makes the party members more interesting to actually use, I think. Anyway, back to the game. Back to being the snot out of a pretty boy. Oop. Okay. I still haven't played or watched Persona 5 anime option. Trying not to. Can you tell how it's better or worse without saying things people want to need to hear spoiler free? Oh, I think Persona 5 is a little bit better, and a little bit worse than Persona 3 in this way. It's a little worse than Persona 4, I think. So without going into spoilers too much, for Persona 5, it's kind of the same as Persona 4, where you have to say things that people need to hear rather than what they want to hear. You have to encourage them to be better and everything, and like call them out when they're lying to themselves, which is something that's especially apparent in Persona 4, because the whole like idea there is truth. So calling people out when they're lying to themselves is very important in that series, in that game. And then for Persona 5, it's kind of the same, but you have to do a side quest at a certain point for most of the social links to progress, where you like change things so that they can not be shackled by the people above them, without going into spoilers. But yeah, because that's kind of like part of the themes of Persona 5 is like rebellion, and like throwing off the shackles that hold people down. So oh, by the way, if you're trying not to watch Persona 5 stuff, I'm gonna start playing Persona 5 on Saturday, so I don't know if you're gonna be interested in that or not, so just a heads up on that. I'll probably be skipping through a lot of cutscenes and stuff, especially on Saturday, to get through the intro and everything, because the tutorial section is pretty long if you don't skip through things. But yeah, just a heads up on that. Oh, I should equip the things I got. Reversals, fine where it is. Potions are fine where they are. Champion belt, and then the medal, and then okay. Ah, shoot, I'm already out of water. Should have gotten a refill before stream. Oh well. If I need to, I'll go and get one in maybe in a little bit here. Oh my gosh, that voice acting. Okay. All right, just saving often, because mods. I think this is also where we start getting into the part where they start messing with how things usually go. Like, there's a bunch of mini games here that you have to do. And I think they messed with some of them, so they're more combat oriented and stuff. Oh, where's the train? There's the train. Your train. Oh. Make sure we get all these chests before we move on. Skill ring. I don't think I need to equip that yet, but I mean, if I don't have anything else to equip on Roxas, but no, I have the metal. Yeah, and I don't have anything else that I need to equip for abilities yet, so I think I'm good there. I don't remember that being in there, though. Was that always there? I can't remember. Oh, this is one of the 7 wonders, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, the balls that come out. Did this change this? I think they... Yeah, now it's a fight against these guys for like a minute. Oh, right. Command menu is left bumper, not right bumper. I don't know why I keep messing that up. That Squidward video about Persona 5 players getting... and lots of players seem to say a lot about every next Persona game is easier than previous. How do you feel? Oh, that's for sure, Jason. Think about this. So Persona 3 was like the reboot for the series. Before that, there was Persona 1 and 2, but they are very different games. They're very much more traditional, like JRPGs and how they're laid out. Where you don't have like all the social links and stuff. So Persona 3 was like the soft reboot for the series, and that came out on the PS2, and it's pretty hard, especially if you don't like change it so that you have control over your party members. It's a pretty hard game, especially the answer, especially on hard. So it's a pretty hard game. And then Persona 4 comes out, and it's a little bit easier. Persona 4 Golden made it even easier. Like Persona 4 Golden is kind of ridiculously easy, unfortunately. And then Persona 5 comes out. It's a little bit harder than Persona 4 Golden. Somewhere around the original Persona 4. And then Persona 5 Royal comes out, and all of the DLC Personas come out, and they just completely break the game. Like, the DLC Personas in Persona 5 Royal completely break that game entirely. Persona 3 Reload, I would say, is somewhere between the original Persona 3 and Persona 4 in terms of difficulty. It is more difficult than either Golden or Persona 5 Royal, but it is less difficult than the original, I would say. Is that fair? Other people who have played those games? Would you agree with that statement? I think that's where it lines up. Yeah. I think the other thing, though, Jason, is there's a lot of people who don't usually play JRPGs and stuff who played Persona 5, and so they compare all RPGs to Persona 5, and it kind of gets on the nerves of people who have been playing like the SMT series and stuff for a long time. Because the SMT series is like, kind of like, I've heard it described as like Pokemon for like teenagers and adults, and that's kind of what it is. It's a fairly difficult series to play. Like, it's a lot less forgiving than some other series. Would you consider the DLC Personas pay to win? Yeah, I would, Christian. Very much so. Maybe not so much if you couldn't buy them from the start for free from the compendium. If you couldn't do that, maybe I would consider them less so. But since you can do that right from the start of the game, they completely break the game. Like, even if the DLC Personas weren't any better than a regular Persona, being able to summon out a level 70 or 80 or 90 Persona from the start of the game just completely breaks it, no matter how not strong it is. So nah. But yeah, I would totally consider them paid to win. In fact, I'm gonna do a whole video about Atlas's DLC problem and stuff next month. I'm starting to write up a script and come up with some ideas for that right now. But like, Atlas has a real problem with their DLC, and especially with like the DLC personas and stuff. And I think it's gonna keep being a problem in future releases, and I think we're gonna keep seeing it. I'm very interested to see when SMT5 comes out, if that's going to be an issue as well. I could put off the video until SMT5 comes out, I guess, just to see how the DLC for that is going to work. Because I'm sure there's going to be DLC for it in one way or another. But, yeah. Because, like, Atlas has started to have a real bad trend of putting pay-to-win DLC on their, like, most recent games. If you want a good example of this, you can look at SMT3 Nocturne. I think everybody can pretty much agree that the update to allow manual skill inheritance was a good quality of life feature. However, the extra dungeons that you can buy access to completely break the game if you let them. Because one just gives you a bunch of money and one just gives you a bunch of XP. I definitely... It was gratifying to use them because it definitely cuts down on grinding and everything, but I can definitely say that my experience of SMT3 Nocturne was a little bit lessened by that. Like, I didn't get quite the full like SMT3 Nocturne experience just because like I was able to like earn money and XP so much easier. It's fine, it just cut down on the amount of grinding I would have done anyways, knowing me, but I definitely think that if you didn't pace yourself at all, you could just like completely break the game. So that's one good example of that. Obviously, Persona 5 Royal is a good example of that. I'm interested to see how SMT5 Nocturne goes with that. We've had the most recent controversy around their DLC with the Answer DLC and the past, so you have to buy everything together. You can't buy things separately. And Atlas has, I think it's been said that Atlas's current plans are to like kind of release DLC over time in between larger games as their current strategy, because the games that Atlas makes are very large. Like, they're very large, long RPGs that take a long time to make. So in between releases, their plan is currently to release DLC that's either cosmetic or some extra new content or something. And that's not inherently bad. I'm just worried that we're going to get more content that's like makes the game pay to win. And it really bugs me too, because it's literally a single player game and everything as well. So, I mean, I guess you could say it's even worse in a multiplayer game, where, especially if it's got like PvP and stuff, but like, there's no, it's not like you have to pay for upkeep of servers or anything. At least with cosmetics and also we've seen like a lot of unlocks of things going, just like costumes that would have been unlocks originally are now just DLC and stuff. I never planned to buy DLC for PD3R, especially Persona's DLC, which makes no sense to me. What about you? Did you buy any? If you do, they're breaking balance too. Yeah, I bought all the DLC because content creator stuff. For the most part, the way I rule DLC personas is I don't use them until I get to the level I would usually be able to use them, so I don't like buy them out early or anything. But yeah, they definitely break the game in P3R as well. Not as bad as P5R, but still pretty bad. Who's your favorite Cage character? Mine is Axel or / Lee. Yeah, you can just call him Axel. Everybody does, right? I think Roxas is pretty good. Yeah, I think Roxas is probably my favorite. It's hard to beat my bias, though, because 358 over 2 days is the first game I played in the Cage series, which was quite the introduction, I will say, to the series, but also, like, made me appreciate Roxas's character a lot more, because I was just as confused as he was with what the heck was going on in that game. Because I had no clue, like, what was going on with the rest of the series and everything, so so yeah. I do like Sora a good amount. I think Sora's a good character. I think he's got more depth to him than a lot of other, like, than people kind of give him credit for. But I do like Roxas. He does feel more like a full person to me than Sora sometimes. Like, he feels like a person who actually has struggles and everything, versus Sora, who, like, he does have struggles, but it's not communicated very well, and, like, because of the optimism he always shows, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. Oh, right, the, train. Oh, shoot, where's the train? I think I did all the other minigames, so where's the, like, sunset train thing? I think that's at where we started. I should go and save, by the way, probably. Some slowdown there? Yeah, sorry, that's my internet, Dante. It's going up and down, kind of. But it'll be good for, like, a couple seconds, and it'll be kind of, and then, it goes back and forth. The game's running fine. Don't like Sora all that much? He's fine. He's very much shonen protagonist. Like, if you go and you read, like, a shonen manga, you're like, oh, that's where Sora's from. He is, like, the good boy. He is the always optimistic, always smiling guy. And sometimes, like, he has a hard time keeping that up. You know, especially towards the end of KH3, where, like, on the first loop, like, all of his friends die and everything. But, he's too good of a person. Yeah, he's not relatable because of that. He's a good guy, but he's such a good guy, it's, like, hard to take him seriously sometimes. Especially with how goofy he can be sometimes, which is fine. It's fun to have him as a main character, but he definitely is, like, very unrelatable. Where I feel like Roxas, like, is very much understandable. Like, he's thrust into this world, told he shouldn't exist. His friends are ripped away from him and made to fight him. You know, he loses his memory, gets stuck in this digital world, told, you know, he has no feelings, he has no emotions, and he has to give up his existence for somebody he doesn't even know. You know, he gets a pretty raw deal out of everything, so. I just kind of like Roxas a bit more, because he feels like more of a well-rounded person, you know? Axel's pretty good too. I think Axel's pretty good. I think his gimmick, like, they wrote him a little too gimmicky, especially in KH3. Like, the wink and nod at the camera being like, are you kidding me? I got loads of people who are cheering for me. Do you know how popular I am? And then nobody axes Axel kind of thing is kind of like, okay, game. All right. Like, okay. But, digital world like the Matrix, yeah. Skateboard parkour across the rooftops. Are there any treasure chests? That's what I'm looking for right now. Maybe they were only there on the second visit to Twilight Town. Yeah, I think they are. Okay. Can't I, like, talk to these people and get quests to, like, do stuff for them? Yeah. But yeah. Sora's a good boy, and he's fine as, like, a character, but yeah. I cleaned it up, dude. What else do you want from me? Alright, whatever. Alright, let's keep going with Blood then. Do I have to need to hit a tree yet? At some point I need to hit a tree, right? Sorry, I'm just kind of running through based off of my memory from like a couple years ago of playing this game.
You know something? We were gonna check the mansion out tomorrow. It is the most suspicious place. Right.
I liked Axel since his first appearance in Re Chain of Memories of his attitude in protecting his friends. I don't know, man. Rechain of Memories has Axel as like the wild card figure who like backstabs like multiple people and like ends up being the only one standing at the end of the game besides Sora and friends. He's an enjoyable character, but I don't think he gets the whole like protecting his friends thing until like reach 358 over 2 days and some of 2. And even in 2 he like kidnaps Kyrie and stuff, so but yeah. He's a fun character though. For sure. You know what sucks? That we didn't get a remake of 358 over 2 days on like for consoles. I understand it would be kind of hard to do because DS and everything, but like that is the only game, like KH game, besides like Birth by Sleep, that's had like Kingdom Hearts multiplayer where you could play as like all the organization members. If you got that like on console, that would be so fun. But it is what it is, I guess.
Me? And Axel's here too.
You are best friends.
Very funny.
Don't you want to know the truth? About who you really are?
No one knows me better than me.
Of course.
But I don't get what's been happening lately.
You know these 3, don't you?
Yeah. Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They're from the dreams.
About a year ago, some things happened. And I had to take apart the memories chained together in Sora's heart. But now, I'm putting them all back exactly the way they were. It's taken me a long time.
It zooms in on an already blurry image. I like how HD textures can even say this cutscene.
You mean the
They didn't remake the Kingdom Hearts game that was on the cell phone? Not true, Dante. They did. That's why Recoded on the DS is called Recoded. Because originally, Kingdom Hearts Coded was on that cell phone. That was what it is. But yeah, it is just a movie in the collection.
What for?
You hold half of what he is. He needs you, Roxas.
Riku! They put bugs in him!
Namine. Who are you?
I'm a witch, with power over Sora's memories and those...
I like how they bring up the witch thing and then it never comes up again.
That's what Diz called me.
Out for a bit, it's full moon? Okay.
I don't know why I have this power. I just do. I'm not even sure there's a right way for me to use it.
I can't help you there. It's funny. Suddenly, I feel like I don't know myself at all. I guess I would like to know. What do you know about me that I don't?
You were never supposed to exist, Roxas.
What? How could you even say such a thing? Even if it were true.
I'm sorry. I guess some things really are better left unsaid.
Roxas! Roxas!
Yeah, man, he gets a short end of the stick, huh?
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right? But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen?
Oh, this cutscene sped up like by twice because of the 60 FPS thing. That's funny.
Darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different.
Like at 2 times speed, so that's why the like dialogue and the cutscene isn't lining up.
Essence.
KH1 is a good game, though. I will say, the story gets, like, very convoluted after 2, but if you just play Kingdom Hearts 1,
Never goes out.
watch or play Chain of Memories, and then play Kingdom Hearts 2, it's a very full experience. Okay. Like, the games don't start getting complicated and convoluted too much until after Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, the whole Nobodies thing is still kind of convoluted, but, like, it's not as bad as, like, how bad, like, KH, like, what's the next game after KH2? It's, Birth by Sleep, right? Yeah, Birth by Sleep is technically, like, the next game that they released after Kingdom Hearts 2, right? Or did the DS games come first? I can't remember. I think it was Birth by Sleep. But it's so funny that, like, I don't know how convoluted they get, but yeah. Yeah, I think both the DS games, honestly. I wish they got a remake for, like, consoles. Maybe they will someday, but I don't know. I hear like, I don't know, maybe it'll be another generation or so, because right now Game Boy Advance games are getting, like, remakes with, like, the Mega Man stuff and all that getting ported to, like, PC and console. Yeah, that's the thing about the music player. It starts playing music even before it usually does in the cutscene.
I've been given these icky orders to destroy it. We're best friends, right?
Here, let me turn down the... Oh, the music volume
You remember now?
went back to what it was before.
Great. But, you know, gotta make sure and all, so, what's our boss's name? Can't believe this.
Hmm. Well, that's new. This guy isn't usually here yet. At least not that I remember. Gosh darn assassins. Gosh, they're so annoying. Alright. Getting towards the end of the intro here, which is good. After an hour and a half. Jeez.
The Roxas
RPGs, am I right?
all gone.
I gotta do this again Saturday too. I gotta get through like a bunch of tutorials and stuff for Persona 5 on Saturday. And like skip through a bunch of stuff. Oh well. Which is longer, the KH2 intro or the Persona 5 intro? That's a little hard to say. Because, like, Persona 5, it depends on if you count, like, the full thing of Kamoshida's Palace as a whole tutorial. Because there's tutorials throughout. Technically, I guess you consider, like, after you get on to be kind of the end of the proper tutorials. Because by that point, you're pretty much good to go. Like, there's a couple more things, but, like, the whole plot, plot-wise, that whole first Kamoshida Palace is kind of a tutorial in certain ways, even like plot-wise and everything. But if we just take the section until you get on in the party, so like the second visit, I think, to Kamoshida's Palace and everything, because after that you get access to like roam around and like do after-school activities and everything, and decide when to head into the palace. I think Oh, are we counting cutscene time as well, though? Probably, right? Like, if you're playing for the first time, you're probably watching the cutscenes. I think Persona 5 Royal's intro is a bit longer. I think so. Especially with the additions added to Royal, because Royal adds a couple of scenes with Sumerian stuff that weren't in the original game, so. Oh, dang, yeah. That was a...
Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
Ah. Gosh, assassins are annoying. Okay. I guess it's when I come back later that I have to hit the tree. For some reason, I distinctly remember having to hit a tree at some point in this game. Oh, did it self-destruct against me? I think it did. Hopefully we get some magic here soon. I guess we don't get magic until after we get out of this world anyway, so. Oh, wait till you guys see, like, the first of Roxas's drive forms. It's pretty cool. I don't think it has the full 4 drive forms. They haven't gotten a Valor form equivalent yet, I think. They probably will at some point. I'm not sure how they'll do that, though, because most of Roxas's drive forms at this point, 2 of the 3 already have dual keyblades, which is, like, you know, Valor form's biggest thing is that it gets dual keyblades as Sora. But, yeah. Wasn't there, like, a small puzzle or whatever? At the very least, there's some chests we can pick up. And enemies to beat up for some extra XP. There we go. Is that better than what we have on? I didn't get any new abilities, did I? Oh, I got dash and aerial dodge. Equip that. Have I played Remind yet, and what was your favorite part of it? Yes, I have played a Remind. The only thing I didn't do with with KH3 was I didn't defeat oh, what's his name? Noctis. I didn't defeat Noctis. I did everything else on critical. A little after the game came out. I actually played it originally on Xbox One because that's the console I had for it. Because I didn't want to buy a whole PS4 or 5 for it, right? So it was fun. Now I have it on PC, but yeah. My favorite part of Remind, honestly, the Ansem fight dialogue. Was that in the original? That was in the base game, though, wasn't it? I can't remember. But, like, the dialogue with Ansem there, though, but there is more to seek. So go forth and seek it. Gosh, that dialogue is so good. It's so good. And Zemnis is pretty good too. Like, the dialogue is so good. Sorry, Izora, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Union. It's just that they're literally the same character. So I forget sometimes. They're literally the same character. Because Yuzora is just the version of Noctis before everything for 15 got rewritten. Union, if you don't know too much about the KH series, Yuzora is literally just Noctis, but like the first version of him that Nomura designed, and he put him in KH because he liked the character so much and didn't want to like just to scrap him. gosh, Nomura. Oh, why is he responsible for some of my favorite games, and yet simultaneously it's like, oh gosh, Nomura? Because he's got some like off the wall plots for some of his games, but he's also responsible for some of my favorite JRPGs. Between The World Ends With You, the KH series. I haven't played 15 though. Maybe I'll probably enjoy that though. I own it. But he's also like responsible for the Flanderization of Cloud, so I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm starting to speak in YouTuber terms. I use the word Flanderization. Basically, Cloud in the KH series is kind of a caricature of what he's like in his actual game, but since Nomura has had such an influence on like Square Enix as a company, and like he's part of like the team that's working on the FF7 remakes, Cloud has slowly become more and more like the version of himself in the KH series. Between the animated 3D animated movie that they did back in the day, and obviously the KH series, and now the remakes. But yeah. Nice. Because of the widescreen, you can see like the animation end early of him walking. I noticed that also with the uh stuff for with one of the other cutscenes where you saw Axel spawn in ahead of time before the animation of him clapping started, because usually with a 4:3 ratio you wouldn't have seen that. So it's a little too bad that you can't play this on the PC version, but yeah, I imagine there's stuff they would do that if they thought it was viable.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade?
Bum bum bum
Shut up.
bum 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 bum. Don't do.
Will it work? If we
Sorry, the game is not playing the music here, so I'm just playing it in my head.
together Sora's memories, what will happen to Roxas? Both halves of Sora's power will in the end we'll have to give it back.
Bum bum
Till then,
bum
he'll need another personality
bum
to
bum
throw off his
bum.
pursuers.
Gosh, The Other Promise is such a good piece of music. It's so haunting and like melancholic. It's so good. It's a shame it's not properly playing here. Oh well. Oh yeah, this is him learning that he's like been trapped in the Matrix while they like tear the memories of Sora's memories out of him. All right, who's ready for 2? Who's ready for 2? 2. Gosh. How is it like this whole first section is so memey. I love how like that's like the highlights that I remember now is like all the memes around this section of the game. 2. Keyblade is just a really bendy spoon. It's supposed to be like a combination of like a key that can unlock and lock everything and a blade, so Keyblade. Although, you're not that far off. Roxas, you really do remember me this time. I'm so flattered. Late. 2. Bum 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 bum. It all stop. Bird, baby. Yeah, this is, I think, just like one of Roxas's drive forms that you get later. This moveset. Shoot. Oh, I can't taunt here. Oh, you can see it says like Showtime and Stylish on where attack usually is. So that's the like style meter, kind of like DMC inspired. And it does actually have effects, kind of like DMC 3, where your combos are a bit stronger and stuff. Just like that game as well. Oh, shoot. I got hit while trying to use a potion. Oh, well. That's my bad. Ah, critical rears its ugly head. Okay.
Come here. I'll make it all stop.
The ugly head being that I can't just be stupid and memey and expect to win. Nah. But yeah, there is a Keyblade in one of the games that does like bend like at will. Although I think you only really see it in cutscenes. Maybe one of his combos uses it. I can't remember. I know Terra's like Keyblade gets like all weird and bendy, and when I think the KH3 cutscenes, maybe a little bit in BBS. I can't remember. But he like has like full control over it, kind of. Got it memorized. Burn, baby. Ah, shoot. Let me do something real quick, by the way. There we go. Now I don't have to, like, menu to use my high potion in a minute.
Come here, I'll make it all stop.
Ah, shoot. Gotcha. Got him. Roxas. Ooh. All right. Third time's. I think that was literally the third try. So yeah, third try's the charm, I guess. Wasn't too bad. Got dumb on my part. It's a little hard to tell what's going on in the fight sometimes, for me at least. Because he's jumping in and out of the flame wall, so. And Roxas moves so fast in that form.
You get on their bad side and they'll destroy you.
No one believes.
This music is not supposed to play here.
That's not true.
Bum, 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 bum,
Axel. Let's meet again in the next life. Yeah, I'll be waiting. Silly.
Just because you have a next life. Okay. Let's equip our new ability. Fatal Flash. Counterattack nearby enemies with a devastating slash after a successful guard. Builds drive. Nope. Nope. Mods. Oh no. I guess swapping abilities in that room was not a good idea. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Oh yeah, that's right. One thing that the game is like very explicit about is like don't change keyblades inside of a room with NPCs because for some reason the game really does not like it. It crashes the game. Well, this is why autosave and everything is a good option. Hopefully autosaved after I beat him. Otherwise I'll just have to beat him again, I guess. Maybe I should set a hotkey for, like, save states and stuff, though. Yeah, I don't think it did. Oh well. I'll just beat him again.
Come here, I'll make it all stop.
Ah. Hey, Jotaro, how's it going? Jotaro 3. Got him. Okay. And now this time I'm not gonna equip an ability in the room, because apparently that breaks the crashes the game. Okay. Alright. Get through these cutscenes this time. Okay.
Donald. Goofy?
Yep, that sure was Donald Duck and Goofy.
At last, the Keyblade's chosen one.
Are they seriously not gonna
Who are
play?
you talking to? Me? Or Sora?
To half of Sora, of course. You reside in darkness. What I need is someone who can move about the realm of light and destroy Organization 13.
Why? Who are you?
I am a servant of the world. And if I'm a servant, then you should consider yourself a tool at best.
Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing.
My apologies. This is only a data-based projection.
I got it, game. You don't got it, but I got it. Saved on my computer.
Over here.
This is kind of the music that's supposed to be playing here. It'll be a little out of sync with the cutscene, but it'll be close enough.
Share some of that hatred with Sora. He's far too nice for his own good.
No!
How did that actually work? Wait, what the heck? That was almost like perfectly like... Wait, how did that work? That was almost like perfect. What? That was like perfectly timed. That was so good. How did that actually work so well? I just searched it up because I have that song saved on my computer. Okay. How did that actually work out so much better than I thought it would? All right. So this is where the game diverges, or this mod diverges from how the game originally went. Usually this is where you'd swap over to playing as Sora. But here, we're going to keep playing as Roxas. And we're pretty much done with all the cutscenes at this point. So, like it skips, I think it automatically skips like pretty much all the cutscenes, I think. You've escaped from the Data Twilight Town. Run to Central Station and take a train to safety. Okay. Fatal Flash. Can I equip that without the game's crashing now? Yes, I can. Yeah, what have you been up to, Jotaro? How's life been? Can't believe that music thing actually worked out. That's so funny. Like, it was actually kind of pretty well timed. I can't believe that worked out. Okay. So we have to head towards the train station. Where are the skateboards when I need them? Trains are out of service due to power loss. Nah, usually we'd arrive at the train station to discover Mickey Mouse, who gives us a sack of money and tells us to board a train to nowhere. Wonder why it takes so long to save. Oh well. Okay, it's not crashing too much, so I'll take it. I am interested to see what the progression of this mod is, because there's still... Oh, I think I missed a treasure chest. Whatever. Because there's still plenty that they're still working on. Oh, am I going to change the view thing now? Nah, it's going to just mess me up if I change it now. I'll leave it as is. Because there's still plenty of stuff that they've been teasing working on and everything, so... This is the most recent build that they've released, but they said that this is, like... The next build that they release is going to be, like... the first, like... It's going to... If this was, like, a 0.5 build, like the alpha, the next one is going to be the beta. So it's going to be, like, a 0.8 or whatever build or something. So... Like, I saw that they were working on implementing Shion in some way as, like, another character, I think, so. They also don't have any, like, you don't have any party members. Like, usually you'd have Donald and Goofy, but they are removed for this mod, even though you'll sometimes see, like, them quote-unquote level up. It'll just say question mark leveled up or whatever. So I wonder if we're going to get, like, party members, quote-unquote, at some point. I am trying to save at every possible convenience and inconvenience, though. I'm glad we got out of the tutorial and everything, though. I was hoping we'd get that far today. I'm having fun with the game so far. I'm interested to see, like, how the game opens up once we get past this point. Because we're starting to get to the point where it's starting to open up a little bit. Once we get to the top of this tower, we get magic and our first Triform. And then the game just, like, kind of lets you... This mod lets you kind of tackle the rest of the worlds any way you'd like, pretty much. So... Like, it unlocks all the worlds at the start of the game, and you don't have to do the gummy ships missions. You can if you want to for whatever reason, but you don't have to do them. So, this game, this mod is really for people who have played a lot of KH2 or Kingdom Hearts in general. A, in its difficulty, and B, and how it, like, streamlines the experience of KH2 by, like, letting you skip, like, a lot of tedious stuff. Oh, I was comparing it to Persona 5, and I said Persona 5 was longer. I think P3 Reload is shorter. I think Persona 4 Golden is shorter. I think Persona 3 Fez is about the same as this game's tutorial if you're watching all the cutscenes and everything. Because we skipped through like a lot of cutscenes, and I knew exactly what to do to continue the game. And I didn't mess around with a bunch of stuff I could have, but... Yeah. But yeah, I was comparing P5's tutorial and this game's tutorial, and I think P5's is longer. Especially if you think that Kamoshida's Palace is entirely a tutorial, which it kind of is in some ways. But even if you only count the, like, to the point where you get access to, like, roam around and do stuff, it very much is, like, a very long tutorial. Which I'll have to go through on Saturday, but oh well. I'll skip through some of the stuff. There is a mod that lets you skip through the tutorial that I saw, but I was like, that changes the game too much for me. The only main gameplay changes that I'm trying to do for the challenge run are the one that lets me, you know, fight the 2 extra bosses not on New Game Plus, so I don't have to go all the way through New Game Plus to, like, fight the twins or Lavenza if I want to try that. And then the mod that lets me not use certain aspects of the DLC, so I just have the outfits and stuff, and I don't have to, like, you know, take the accessories and stuff that are OP, and I can't, like, just buy out the personas. I have to, like, fuse them and stuff like that. So, just trying to get rid of some of the brokenness that is the DLC and everything. And allow me to, like, do stuff that I would only usually be able to do in New Game Plus, so I don't have to go through all that. Yeah, apart from some cosmetic stuff, I want it to be a mostly vanilla experience. I feel like adding too many mods that change how the gameplay works is gonna, like, just feel weird and throw people off. Oh yeah, lore dump. I forgot that there's a whole lore dump at the start of this game for this. I'm not sure if this is required or not, but I'll read through all 3, because I think it is. Okay. And just barge in. Okay. So... Okay. Midnight Roar and Bladeless form. Sacrifice the Keyblade and use the drive command to change into Bladeless form. So now we have our first drive form. So this is Bladeless form. It's basically our magic form. Which I don't think I have any magic yet, but it's pretty cool. We'll have to use it in combat when I get a chance.
Howdy, Sora. How you
Sora, who are you talking to, Chip and Dale?
happy?
Bye, Chip and Dale. I will never do a single gummy mission ever. Ah, yes, the work in progress of the mod. Okay. Looks like we have to do Hollow Bastion first. That's fine. Let's try and get through Hollow Bastion here, and that'll probably be a good place to leave off of for today. Oh, wait! There should be a thing in this mod. Yes, 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 yes. Look who it is! It's the organization Moogle! Koopo Koopo. I think I can make anything yet, yeah. Chip and Dale. Wait, wasn't there a vendor over here? Oh, you can kind of see. Yeah, usually the Chip and Dale and stuff, usually here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, JRPGs tend to have long intros. Either mechanic, yeah, you can kind of see that he's just kind of hidden them back there. Can I interact with him? No, I can't. I can, like, lock onto him when I'm in the air, but I have to be on the ground to, like, initiate a shop conversation, so probably for the best. I don't know if it would break something if I did try and, like, talk to him or whatever. Hello, Scrooge. Doesn't Scrooge mention Cloud here? Or whatever? Can't remember. Okay, time to try out that drive form. It's so cool looking. And we don't even have any magic yet. This form is, like, based around magic, and we just don't have any yet, so I can't even show you the full power of this form yet. Nice. Whew. Yeah, I'm sure you could get, like, a very definite answer on which has the longest tutorial if you, like, looked at how much cutscene time there is and you accounted for that, and then, like, kind of, I don't know, took an average of how long it takes somebody to get through the gameplay section of a tutorial or something. Although that's going to be a bit different for everybody, right? Like, I'm going to get through the tutorial pretty quickly compared to somebody who has, like, never played this game before, so. But I would say, generally speaking, that's, like, shorter than 5, but longer than 4, and somewhere around 3. That was something kind of interesting with Persona 3 Reload, I noticed, is that they kind of, like, made the intro a bit more fluid while still trying to keep, like, some of the stuff that was kind of cool about that intro, which is good. Which is good. that they did that. I don't remember what the reward is for all the puzzle pieces. I can't remember if you need to do that for the ultimate weapon or not. I might as well grab it. Oop. Ah. Shouldn't have picked up that chest before the fight was over. Oh well. Okay. I think I can get that puzzle piece up there. I know you can as Sora, even without the extra movement options you have a little bit here. Maybe if I swap over to my drive form. Bladeless. Brave Shot. Brave Beat. Sonic Strike. Sonic End over the Horizon Omega Finale. Deals finishing combo moves in the middle of a combo with... Oh, wait, hold up. To simply form a picture. Yeah, but I think you get some reward for clearing out the like puzzle pieces. I just can't remember if it's one of the one of the rewards is needed for the ultimate weapon. I remember doing them all at one point, but yeah. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to grind out drive forms, aren't I? Oh well. Maybe they made that a little less strict here in terms of like how much you need to grind for that stuff. Pink Blade, Taunt, yeah, and Combo Master. Lucky. Why is it bladeless twice? Okay, whatever. Oh, probably because, yeah, okay. Item boost, yeah, sure, why not? Leave no experience off. Oh, that's interesting. Hold square during certain attacks to dash cancel. Okay, good to know. I wonder what the thing I get from high jump. Okay, it's still high jump then. That you get from the first form. Hey, finally Blizzard. Okay, we finally have our first magic. Project No May Cry also supports multiple shortcut menus. Set these up in the music tool under customization. Open the music tool.txt for detailed instructions. Once properly set up, you can switch between shortcut menus by pressing L1 and any D-pad button. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll look into that off stream a little bit, because that sounds like it'll be something I have to set up. And right now I don't have a ton of things to put on my command menus, so... Oops. Yeah, it's fine. Blizzard can stay on that. Yeah, so now Magic has kind of like finishers on the third cast. So with Blizzard, you shoot 2 shots of Blizzard, and then the third one is a strike raid wrapped in Blizzard. That's cool. And I think that also changes depending on dry form as well. I know that... Does it change in the air? Yeah, it does. So it's kind of like a strike raid when you do it in the air. So that's what I was talking about with, like, how they reworked Magic. Where A, now it has different effects depending on whether it's in the air or on the ground. And B, it's more of, like, an actual... It's kind of... The closest thing I can think of is kind of how you have... Swords Master and DMC 3 and onwards, where when you swap to Swords Master, you can do an extra attack by pressing, was it? I think square. So it's kind of like that, but like for everything, for like all the magic and stuff, like the magic moves aren't just magic, they're now like combo moves, if that makes sense. So you can like work them into combos and everything, which is a really cool idea, by the way. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that the game tries to be like a bit more like Devil May Cry and stuff. But with like Kingdom Hearts, so. Oh, right, the defense mission. Okay. Yeah, and it looks like the aerial strike raid kind of like hovers around enemies. Oh gosh, bit of slowdown. I gotta keep protecting that door. Alabastion's music track is another favorite, yeah. KH music in general is pretty good. Even the like remix stuff from Disney is usually pretty good. But Disney music, like the classic Disney music, is just pretty good, so I don't know if that counts. Hey, we got Fire and Thunder? That's nice, okay. We haven't gotten Cure yet, though. Although I think they said that they reworked Cure to be kind of a different thing. I think Cure still, like, completely depletes your MP bar, but I think it does something else as well now. Nice. So we got through Hollow Bastion. Okay. Chip and Dale. Okay. Oh, okay. So I still have to choose between the two, but I don't have to do the gummy chip stuff. Okay, fair enough. I still got time. Which one are we technically supposed to do first? Land of Dragons, right? Because battle level. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go there. Party command has been added. Command allows a quick exchange of party members. Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me because I don't have party members. I was hoping we could get to Twilight Town today because they replaced Ariel's world. Was it Under the Sea world? Shoot, I can't remember. I think it's just called the Great Ocean or whatever. But they swapped out the Little Mermaid world for the KH1 Twilight Town and added in some cool stuff there, like some side quests to do that open up as the game continues. So that's cool. We'll have to check that out when we get a chance. So customize. So let's also throw on, I guess thunder and fire. So now we have reversal. So we also have thunder. Oh, okay. So thunder is my knock-up attack, and then it. And then I can combo into that. Nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So what's the finisher on Thunder? So... Okay, so then it's like a... Interesting. Okay. And then Fire is a dash forward. And then a slash upwards on the finisher. Okay, cool. So now I have two ways of knocking enemies into the air. That's fun. All right, let's save, and then we'll... Oh, actually, let me see what the Moogle has, and then we'll save. Okay. Should probably buy the Abyss Chain. And then I think I'm good. Yeah, I only have like one slot for each right now. Get more slots as we go. Let me save and we'll get a little bit into Mulan's world here a little bit. But this is fun though. I'm enjoying it. It's very interesting. Especially now that we have access to magic and stuff. Like, I feel like we're really starting to get into the combat system. Oh, I haven't even checked to see like what all the magic does with the magic form, the bladeless form. And then there's like 2 other forms. Yeah. That we eventually get. Which are replacements of the master form and the what's it? The other form? Ultima form, I think. Okay, so oh, did I check what fire does in the air? Okay, so it's just another dash, but in the air. Gotcha. Final form. Okay. Final tier. Holy cow. Fire is good. Nice. And we got combo boost. Okay. Dang, this game is fun. Okay. I don't think I can get over there without glide yet. Well, maybe. Let me slap on combo extender and maybe a minute. Combo boost, yep. Oh, but that's only for on the ground though. Ah, maybe I could make it over to some of these. Well, I can definitely get this one over here. There we go. Let me see if I can get that one over there. I think I'm not supposed to be able to get it till I get glide usually, but it's possible I could still get it. It's a little bit out there. Can I get up on this? Nope. Okay. Ah, kind of close. Oh, maybe if I use fire? Because the fire is a dash in the air, right? So... yeah, there we go. Nice. Not really important too much, but saving me some backtracking later. Okay. There we go. I think... yeah, thunder is a dive kick in the air. I remember that. I remember seeing that from the mod showcases. That, like, thunder is a dive kick from the air. Oh. Had time to run out of magic. By the way, they haven't changed how Pirates of the Caribbean works yet. So the pirates there are still just as weak to fire as they ever were. So it absolutely shreds. I wonder if I should remap. I might have to remap where magic is, just so I can like get used to it. Like, it's weird that the dodge button is on the right side button, and not the left side. Although the right side button is the button I usually use for attacking, so maybe it's better to leave it over there. I just gotta get good. Yeah, probably that'll be just what I do. Anyway. Oh, I need permission from the captain. Oh, I gotta go talk to the captain, I guess. Okay. Oh, right, I have to take missions or whatever. I have to do this, like, little side thing. With the morale and everything. Hey, nice. This form powered up. It's so cool that magic is now like just part of your combos. And that's different in the air and on the ground. That's such a cool idea. It's so cool. I can't express to you how cool it is to see like the KH2 combat system like expanded upon in like even in like the KH2 combat system is already like very, very good. Like don't let me saying that like stop anybody from going out and enjoying KH2's combat system because it is pretty good, but it is not as fluid as this for the most part. I hesitate. It's very mechanically deep, and if you see people who are really good at it, it is really cool to see, but it's like not as fluid as this game could be as well in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh, those guys are such a pain. That hasn't changed. Okay. Shoot. Jeez, okay. I'm almost... Ah! I got ganked. I got ganked while trying to heal. Oh, well. Should I have made a death counter? Oh, well. I haven't done a death counter in a minute. It's kind of fun to do. I didn't think to do one. I guess I could. Or, do I do a death counter for the Pixie only run? Maybe that'll be better. That'll probably be better. Yeah, I'll do the counter for the Pixie only run. Especially since I'll be making that into a video. So it'll be nice there to have something like that. Okay, that went a lot better. Oh. Nice. Is this the first time I'm playing like a fully modded thing on my channel? I think it is. Well, no, I guess technically like it's the first time I'm playing anything that like drastically changes the gameplay of the game I'm playing for the mod. Like I've played like little things here and there where it's like, oh, you know, it changes out some of the music or like it upgrades some of the textures or fixes bugs or whatever, but I've never played something that like completely overhauls the game on the channel before. It's kind of interesting. I've gotten more into modding now that like I'm a PC gamer since around 2020. Before then, I didn't really have a way to mod or anything, so it just wasn't really an option. But yeah, it's very interesting to see like all the modded content and everything that people make for games, for sure. Nice. Hey! AP boost. I'll take that. I'll take it and use it in a minute. Although it doesn't seem like AP is going to be a problem in this version of the game. Okay. I can now progress the world. I guess we'll get this world done too. I'm having fun with the game, so I just kind of want to keep playing. It's going to kind of suck that I can't play. Well, I can play, but I can practice like off stream a little bit, probably. Combos and stuff, which I probably will, honestly, because the game's fun. The game is fun to play. I'm having a pretty good time with this. I do feel bad sometimes because, like, I worry that I'm, like, having so much fun with the game, but it's, like, not fun to watch. Like, I worried about that a little bit with Assault Spy, but yeah. The game is very fun. Then again, it seemed like there were plenty of people who watch me usually who also like KH. So that's a good sign. I think there's a good amount of overlap with people who like Persona and KH. They're both JRPGs after all, even if one is more of an action game. But Kingdom Hearts is just so popular, I think a lot of people have either played it or heard of it. So. I don't know. I guess we'll see when it's time for poll, yeah? Because I'll probably put another KH game on the poll. Maybe 3. Now that I think about it, Birth by Sleep and 0.2 are not the most interesting from a gameplay perspective. Like, this is pretty fluid, and it's KH2, so it's already pretty good. But, like, Birth by Sleep and 0.2... Well, okay, Birth by Sleep, at least, is kind of eh. 0.2 is, like, a trailer demo kind of thing for Kingdom Hearts 3, so it's not bad. But, like, Birth by Sleep has some issues. When it comes to, like, how the gameplay works. Like, it's a little stilted. Like, it's very animation heavy. It was, like, it's one of the only games to have a command deck system, which is basically a bunch of, like, pre-assigned animation and, like, moves you can do. But you can't really work them into combos. And, the animations are all very stilted. So. And there's, like, no...
Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
Ah, shoot! That is bad. Alright. Drive form time. Oh my gosh. That just absolutely shreds me. It is so much shorter. I forgot how quick KH2 goes by if you don't, like, watch any of the cutscenes or anything. Like, I think each world is about a couple hours each in KH2. But, like, we're blitzing through this world, like, a lot faster than usual because of just skipping all the cutscenes pretty much. I guess most JRPGs, like, are a good chunk of them are made up of cutscenes and stuff, so I guess that's not too surprising. Nice. Let me buy some more potions, I guess. I'm all out of potions. Yeah. Can I synthesize, I think? Probably not yet. Yeah, I can't. Okay. Gosh, I remember going through this cave up ahead because on on post game, it's like the best place to farm out some materials to get like more stats. So I spent like literally dozens of hours stack grinding in this area when I was trying to beat all of the extra bosses on critical. Even to the point where I was min-maxing like Donald and Goofy. It was so stupid. I should have just like practiced the bosses off stream and then played them on stream. If I do go for like the Organization 13 bosses and all that, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bother like stack grinding up a bunch. I'd rather just get good at this point. It would have been less of my life wasted. I think I was like, just like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I felt like I had to, I guess, because I felt like I could never beat the, like, Organization 13 bosses without it. I don't know why I did that. I felt kind of like, I don't know. It was like mindless button spamming. And it was like when I was trying to ignore the fact that I was failing one of my classes, so. No, I know what you're talking about. This cave over here, in the post game, it has enemies in it that drop materials you need to make stat boosting items. So I ran through here a bunch of times in the post game. So min-maxing stats and all that. It was very unnecessary. I should have just like, you know, like I said, just practice the actual fights rather than trying to, like, max out my stats, but I don't know. I guess I was not very confident in my ability to, like, properly learn the fights and, like, do well at them. Obviously, I won't do that now, because, like, I have a lot more confidence in myself to, like, get good at a game if I play it enough, but at the time, I was just it was also like mindless grinding I could do, and I was trying to ignore the fact, I think, that I was not doing super well in my classes at the time. I think that was right around the time that I failed my first class ever. So, yeah. Because I never failed any classes or got close in high school, and then like the semester after COVID started, I had like a really bad semester and failed 2 of my classes, so it's kind of yikes. But yeah. Instantly closes in on attacks. Target far away has a ball of light. Has a minor invincibility? My dash just get upgraded? How does that work? Light dash. Instantly closes in and attacks a target. Has a ball of light. Has minor invincibility. Yeah, how do I do that, though? I probably have to be locked onto a target to do it. Okay. Oh, nice, an AP boost. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure that save file is gone by now. The one where I did all the grinding on it. At one point, my first PS3 that I bought stopped working. So I bought another one, but I wasn't able to get all the save files off of it. So the save where I did KH1 on normal and 100% of the game is gone, as well as the save where I did all that grinding, I think. And also my first, the one where I did my first playthrough of Recoded, so. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But to be honest, it's kind of an excuse. I do want to go back at some point and play KH1 critical mode, or not crap. I think it only goes up to proud, so it only goes up to hard, and like go and do Sephiroth and stuff. Because I did do Sephiroth, but it was on normal, so anyway. Yeah, no, I have a bad habit of like retreating into grinding to ignore things I'm supposed to be working on, or like working on other busy work that kind of needs to get done but doesn't really need to get done to avoid the thing I don't want to do. Because I can always find other things I should be doing other than the thing I actually need to do. I have a bad habit of doing that. So sometimes I get like that with video games. Like, I'll get really into a video game or, like, just grinding out a video game to ignore, like, something I know I should be doing instead. It's a bad habit of mine. I still do it sometimes, I think, but, like, I'm a bit more conscious of it now. So it's like, at least I can recognize it and be like, oh, I'm doing that. So I can kind of, like, stop myself from doing it as much, but yeah. Okay. I should check if I unlocked anything for the puzzle pieces yet. I can get potions and stuff, so it could be kind of useful. Okay. Yeah, yeah. If you can recognize that you have a tendency to do something that you don't like, then you can, like, start to take steps to be like, why do I do that? Like, when do I do that? How can I, like, limit myself so it's not as much of an issue? Stuff like that. What was I doing? All right, journal. Oh, nope. I keep forgetting that A and B are swapped. Because I'm playing on an Xbox controller versus, you know, an actual PS3 controller or something. I should honestly buy a PS4 or PS5 controller. Just so I'm, like, when I'm emulating, like, a PS2 or something, I'm not getting quite as confused. And just as for variety. But it's, like, hard for me to, like, buy a controller for a console I don't even own. Maybe I'll just buy a PS4 at some point. I don't know. Hey, maybe if I wait long enough, PS5s will actually go down in price. Probably could buy one, honestly. Yeah, I'll probably wait until I have a job again or something. Okay. For now, pieces. Apparently I missed one. Album, no. Where is it? Status, maybe? No. Where's the puzzle stuff? They just removed the puzzle pieces from this game? Hmm. Yeah, they might have just removed the puzzles, I guess. Okay, whatever. All right, let's just head up then. I did see. Okay, so okay.
Look sharp. Look sharp.
Yeah, you can see that I'm getting a bonus from having a high combo rating right now because of the glow around Roxas. So that's how you know if you're getting the buff from having, like, a high combo rating. I can't remember everything it does. I think it makes you, like, harder to flinch and everything, and, like, it helps out your combos and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's pretty similar to how it works in DMC3 with that kind of stuff. Limit command. Oh, right, limit. Limits our abilities that consume stores. Okay, I can't use it right now because I'm not in combat. I'll have to try it out a minute. But yeah, I think the limit ability is going to be based off of his limit ability from 358 over 2 days, actually. I'm trying to remember. I think... Is that the end of this world? Until we do the revisit? I can't remember. I think it might be. A little hard to tell without the cutscenes. I think... Don't we fight the guy? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to head back over to the castle, right? Yeah. Alright, I can probably teleport over there. With the save points. Isn't there a function similar to the concentration gauge? No, not really. Not for this mod, at least. And I don't think there is in the original cage, too. The most that they've implemented here, in terms of some, that's kind of like that, is the, how the combo meter works and stuff. And even that they got that working is kind of crazy to think about. Like, I don't want to... I have no idea how they got... What wizardry they used to make that work. I mean, there's the drive gauge, which is similar to kind of like how oh shoot, I'm blanking on the name. The gauge works in DMC. The Devil Trigger gauge works, where you can change into different forms if you build up a gauge. But there's no like concentration gauge. Something else I haven't talked about is the reversal thing. The like lets you dodge around. There's such a thing as a perfect reversal, where you like do it right before an enemy's attack, which gives you a bonus as well. So like they even got that system into the game. Again, the like amount of like magic they've done to like get certain like DMC aspects to work in this game is probably just unthinkable. Goodness gracious. I have a lot of respect for it. I've been messing around with mods all week for the P5 playthrough, and I gotta tell you, I'm having issues just trying to get like music replaced and like outfits to work and all that kind of stuff. So I can only imagine like trying to get I can only imagine trying to get stuff like entirely new mechanics to work and everything.
Tell me why he picked you.
Oh, that's right. You can taunt during cutscenes. I should remember that. That's so cool that I can do that. Holy cow, the door is almost dead. How did the door almost get dead already? Is that bird of his doing that? Nice. Hey, we got high jump level 1. Okay. That was a fun little fight. I think they also worked in some of... Nice, new Keyblade. Restores MP relative to the amount of damage taken. Missing ache. I think they also worked in some of the boss fights that are usually only data boss fights. So the people, the organization members from that die in Chain of Memories and are usually only available as data fights are reworked to replace some of the story boss fights and stuff. All right, let's do let me drop down into Beast Castle. I don't know if I'll do too much of it today because it's already almost 3 hours. I'm really enjoying the game though. I guess let's get to a point where I can save. I want to try switching out Keyblades. I just got to find a room that doesn't have NPCs because apparently it like really messes with the game when you do that in a room with NPCs. Man, it's too bad we can't play more soon. I'm really enjoying the game. I'll probably just spend some time grinding and like trying to get a bit better with like the magic and seeing like how the bladeless form works with it. The different magics. Oh. I guess I was supposed to let Beast take care of him there. Oh, there's a Moogle merchant in here. Okay, let me move out of here then. Let me save and then I'll mess around with Keyblades a minute. The Keyblades as well are also from his the 358 over 2 days game where he plays him, but they've been remodeled since the original models were from the DS. So that's cool. That somebody spent the time to like remodel them and everything. Like I said, there's a lot of really impressive work being put into this mod. So, okay, so we have the basic kingdom key. We have Midnight Roar, which is air combo plus. Let's replace that with missing ache, especially since I think that has more magic. Yeah, that form. And then we'll just pick up Midnight Roar for our basic one, so we have more aerial combos. Okay. Shoot. No, I want to keep playing. All right. I will contain myself for now. But dang, the game is fun. The game is fun. Let me save, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Fine. I guess. I'll just have to have more fun later. I don't know. It's just a really interesting blend of, like, games with, like, the KH2 base and then the, like more DMC inspired combat. It's such a good combination. It's so good. So. Oh, okay. Oh, right. The music doesn't stop playing because it's being played through a separate thing. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I guess I'll just have to have more fun another day. Gosh dang, that's fun. And we're just starting to get into it too. I can't wait to see like later boss fights and stuff, especially against the organization members and like some of the other stuff. And I want to get like good and like figure out how the magic works and stuff and like how to combo things. That'd be so much fun. Getting really into it. Yeah, I'll mess around and, like, I guess try and get better at the combos. Maybe I'll head back over to Traverse Town a minute. Or not Traverse Town, Twilight Town? Yeah, Twilight Town, and try and find some of the chests I missed or something. Since it looks like I haven't gotten most of them. Anyway, Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Anyway, hopefully that was kind of interesting, something kind of fun. We're getting through the game a lot faster than I thought we would. I didn't know exactly how long to expect it to, because like the game is long usually, but when you take out like all of the cutscenes for the most part, and you take out even some of the like side stuff, like with the gummy ship and like some of the other stuff that the mod just kind of straight up skips, it's a lot shorter. So I guess we'll see how long it takes me. And I guess once we get, probably like once I am done with the main game, I'll probably put up a poll, and then I'll like try out the like extra bosses, and we'll do like Sephiroth and like the extra data fights against the organization members, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. And then yeah, that'll be good. And then we'll see what the poll is from there. So put up maybe some KH3, put up God of War, maybe one other thing. I was thinking of throwing up Hollow Knight or like something like that up there. Like something that's like 2D action based. I thought might be kind of fun to throw up on that poll as well. So give a good variety to it. Still kind of stick in the same vein. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good Friday. Weekend's almost here, baby. And I'll see you here hopefully for that. For P5R challenge run. I'm excited for that too. Man, I'm excited to stream both of the games I'm currently working on quite a bit. That is fun. That's good. I enjoy that. Have I ever enjoyed not streaming a game? Yes. There are a couple times where like the streams go on for like so long that it gets a little bit too much. But generally speaking, I enjoy the games I stream, but like I've really been enjoying like the last couple ones. Like Assault Spy, P5R is coming up, this game. Jack Move was alright. The story was decent. The combat was okay. Could use a bit more. P3R had its ups and its downs, but the highs were pretty high. Yeah. Been generally enjoying streams. So I hope you guys have generally been enjoying streams. I hope that is the case. I think it's always better when the content creator is enjoying the streams. Because, you know, like either they can't be just passionate about the game they're playing. They either have to like really like the game or like hate the game, but being willing to push through it, right? Like you can't just be kind of like meh about the game. Otherwise, that's just not fun. That's just not fun. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and everything. See you soon, hopefully. But in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you, Union. See ya, Jotaro, Charles, Jason, Dante. We had a lot of people come in today. Nash. Nash was here, yes. Christian. Rakira, Jeppo. Nicholas stopped by towards the start. That's good. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a good one. Thanks everybody watching back on the VOD or lurking. I hope you all have a good one. And I will see you again soon. See ya. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.